Go, smile, there we go. What's good, guys? This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how I take relaxed, casual, fun portraits for my clients. You ready? Okay guys, so I'm gonna talk to you about how I go about taking portraits for my clients and how to get the best results out of them. Especially if the client's kind of nervous, a little stiff, frozen. You know, you can pretty much tell when they're a little nervous and stiff. It shows in the photographs. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about how you can kind of break the ice and at the same time have a good time with the client and yourself. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Number one, if the client's nervous and stiff. On the other side of the coin, if the photographer, if you're kind of nervous, this is your first or second or third shoot, one of the most important things as a photographer when you're doing a portrait session is for the client to see that you're relaxed, that you know what you're doing. You're a photographer, you're a beginner, you're nervous, you haven't really done this before, and that's normal, that's natural, guys. Okay, number one, so I'm waiting for the client to arrive on location for the portrait session. You know, I greet them in a nice, polite way. Hey, you know, nice to see you again. You're looking great, you're looking fabulous. Give them compliments, they like that. They'll kind of break the ice a little bit. That's really gonna make them feel good when you give them a compliment. Maybe she's wearing or he's wearing a nice tuxedo, she's wearing a nice dress. It's a custom dress, the hair is all done up, the makeup. So let's say, for example, our photo shoot model or birthday girl, let's say her name's Lisa. Lisa comes up, you're posing her for the first time. Okay, Lisa, look at my camera and smile. Good, Lisa. Freeze, hold it, freeze, hold it. Who's guilty of that? So who's guilty of that? Who's guilty of saying freeze, hold it, freeze, hold it? Picture yourself walking down the street and somebody tells you to freeze and smile. Right? You're gonna smile, it's not gonna look too natural, it's not gonna look too relaxed, it's not gonna look real. So you might wanna lose the term hold it, smile, freeze, hold it, freeze. You might wanna lose those kind of terms. Try having a conversation with your client, with your model, with your birthday girl, with your birthday boy, whoever you're photographing. Try having a conversation while you're shooting. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, oh, that's great. Where'd you get your hair done? And then try to take the shots in between. Try to take the shots in between because those are the most natural, relaxed shots you'll get. So for example, if you're telling Lisa to smile and hold it, you're gonna get frozen, stiff, uncharacteristic smile. It's gonna look nice, but it's gonna look even better when it's natural. So try this, guys. Try this on your next photo shoot. Pose them, have them smile at you. Smile, take the picture. Okay, Lisa. That's very nice. Don't let go of the trigger, right? Don't let go of the trigger because when they ease up, well, they think you're done shooting, right? And then the smile that comes right after that, that's the shot you want. That's the shot you want. So keep your finger on the trigger at all times, kind of like this. Okay, Lisa, smile. That's beautiful. Chin up a little bit. That's nice. So once Lisa sees that you're done shooting that segment, she's gonna wind down and then she's gonna give a natural smile. That's when you want to be ready to shoot. Take the shots in between. The shots in between, guys, are the ones that are killer. Oh, that looks great. Oh, thank you. And then boom. You see what I did there? When you complimented her on her hair, on her dress, or whatever it is, the natural smile is going to come out. She's going to feel good about herself. And that natural look, you could see it in the photographs when somebody's giving you a fake smile versus a real smile. Yeah, all right, wow. Take the shots in between, guys. If you're shooting a couple and you see that their personality is they're a little stiff, they're a little nervous, break the ice with the camera. You're shooting and just spark up a conversation. Start telling a joke, making laugh, making natural smile. Those laughter, that natural smile. And maybe you're not good at telling jokes and you're a little more serious guy or gal. Have a conversation. Try to break the ice with a conversation. So if you're not good at telling jokes, you can even talk about photography. You can even talk about yourself. Have a conversation with the client as you're taking the portraits. And remember, tell the couple to be themselves. Very important to be yourself. Capture their character. Smile. That's great. That's great. Boom. Don't let go. And then take another one. That second in between the real shot that she thinks is the real shot is the winner. That's that's the technique I use to take relaxed, real, casual portraits. You're still gonna have the real shots, you're still gonna have the pose shots, but you're gonna have those shots in between that you're having a conversation, or you're complimenting them, or you're telling a joke, you're making them laugh naturally. You know, it just makes a lot of difference. Natural pictures, the natural smile is so much better than a fake smile. And also, guys, another tip I want to talk about when you're doing portraits, you're doing an on-location photo shoot. I know we as photographers, if we can't get the pose and the look we want, we tend to touch the subject's head, lower the shoulder. You know, the client might feel very uncomfortable with that, depending on who it is, okay? If she has a nice dress and you're photographing, boom, 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 you're getting all sweaty, you don't want your paws all over her face, her hair, her dress. So what I do is, I use the camera as guidance. I go, tilt your head this way, Lisa, a little bit. And then she'll follow the direction. I use the camera as guidance. Chin up a little bit, chin up a little bit. A couple of other tips I want to give you guys about portraits. Try to be mindful about the background. Try to do it at all times. I know it's kind of tough. You're running and gunning. You're trying to have the best time with the clients. And sometimes you forget that your background is horrible. Be mindful of trees sticking out of people's heads. Be mindful of the background when you're doing portraits. A tip I want to give you guys on that, to eliminate the background a little bit, shoot with a telephoto lens, 7200 or 85 millimeter, so you can compress the background so the background looks more flattering, looks much nicer. You want to eliminate any kind of distraction from the background as much as possible. And also, I'm sure you guys could tell the difference when you're taking pictures of a friend, of an old friend, or if it's a paid client. I kind of pretend that the client is an old friend just so everything goes a little more smoother. They're having a good time. There's a little bit of small talk in between the shots. That all helps to take casual looking, natural portraits with natural smiles. Just treat them as a really good old friend. And hey, John, can't believe, what about those Warriors lost, huh? They didn't even make the playoffs. You know, small talk, especially when you don't even know the people, you booked it. You've only had 1 or 2 conversations over the phone. Again, the most important thing with capturing portraits, relaxed, natural portraits with natural smiles, have a good time with it. Have a good time. Treat him as an old friend. All right, John, what do you think of Mike Tyson getting back in the ring? It's going to make an entertaining match, huh? Mike Tyson back in the ring. And also, this is why it's important to kind of get to know your client on the phone. Ask them random questions about what they're into. Maybe you want to incorporate that into the portraits. Here's a series of photographs I took of this lovely couple not too long ago, just so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about and what you guys could do as photographers with your clients and ways you could influence them to produce this kind of raw emotion in the photographs. I remember in this particular photograph, I was having small talk with her, talking about the upcoming wedding. And then in this photograph, I remember he told a joke and she laughed and I added my own joke in there. And remember, I had the camera ready to shoot at all times. I was anticipating the reaction I would get and I got it. And in this particular photograph, I made a joke about falling and breaking a leg and remember, I was ready to shoot the reaction. Same thing with this shot, just going with the flow, getting the reaction, the jokes, just having a good time. I want to capture those moments. I edited this one just because it's beautiful and I love their expressions. I just love the way they came out in this one. And right here, I remember just telling them to look into each other's eyes and to think about the day they met, something special, something emotional. I wanted to capture that special emotion. And right after, they kissed, I took that black and white shot. Just was setting myself up for the next shot. And in this last one, I thought it was a really cool shot. She was looking at herself in the mirror. Thought it was a really cool candid. I thought I'd share that with you guys. And another tip, and this is very important. Slow down, smell the roses. And what I mean by that is, if something's not right, don't rush the photo shoot. If something you see is not right with your camera, you need to change settings, slow down, stop, they'll wait for you. And what I do is I like to let them know that, hey, let's take a couple of test shots just to see everything's okay. Don't be afraid to just let them know, hey, these are some test shots, okay? Before we actually start the portraits, give me a second, guys. Let's take a few test shots. Let me get this right. Never be shy, never be lazy to direct the subject on where you want them to stand, how you want them to stand. Take the natural poses, get those out of the way, the traditional poses, and then swing for the fences. What I mean by that is do something different, do something adventurous, do something crazy. You got all the traditional stuff that you wanted out of the way, have the couple go crazy, have them run, do something different, you know? You might get some energetic, natural, crazy shots that way. A very good jazz musician by the name of Freddie Gruber once said, it's important when you're playing music to kind of go with the flow. You don't want to be stiff when you're playing music. You don't want to be a robot, freeze, smile, freeze, smile. No, you don't want that. You want to glide. You want to dance with your camera. You want to dance with this thing. You want to dance with the client. Literally not dance with them, but I mean, if you need to dance, that's fine. Just to break the ice, hey, that's another good way. You know, bust out a move with the client. That's sure to get some natural smiles in there, right guys? Same thing with photography and portrait session, guys. Freddie Gruber, thanks for that. Hopefully you got some tips on how to better your portraits. Relaxed, casual, nice, natural smiles in your portraits. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel Vahography. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload new videos. This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. And we'll see you on the next one. Ready? Ready, YouTube? Smile, YouTube. Good. Good. Oh yeah, one more tip, guys. Never do this when you're on a portrait shoot. Never spray and pray. Rock and roll. See you on the next one.